Hi fashion lovers, you're welcome to another interesting video. In today's tutorial, we are going to be learning how to draft armhole princess dart blouse. So if you're having issue drafting or getting a perfect princess dart bodice, this is the perfect video for you. If you're interested, let's get started. To get started, I will start by drafting the front part, and I have my front bodies. So I've marked my starting point line. From there, I'm going to mark my shoulder to my chest line, which is 8.5 inches, shoulder to the bust point, which is 9.5 inches. And then the full length. So the full length is to the end of this pattern paper. The full length, which is going to stop at my waistline, is at this point. Did you see that? So I have the chest line, the bust point line, and the waistline. This is what you need to draft the front part. So on the starting point, which is now your shoulder line, you divide your shoulder by 2 and mark. On the chest line, you divide the shoulder by 2, and then you want to come down by 1.5 inches for your front shoulder slope. Then with a straight ruler, you want to connect your armhole line just like this. So I use a pencil to do that. So from this chest line, you go up by 3 inches on the armhole and then come inward by 0.75 inch. And then you want to, on the chest line, mark 1/4 of your bust circumference on your chest line. That's divide your bust circumference by 4 and mark. So the reason why I'm dividing my bust by 4, I'm making this tutorial for beginners, but if you do follow my video, you will know that I actually mark different bust circumference. I mark front bust circumference differently, and I mark the bust circumference for the back differently, but I won't be doing that. So I'll just go ahead and divide my bust by 4. Did you see that? And then you want to connect your armhole. So the next thing is to get half of your nipple to nipple measurement, mark on the bust point and on the waist line. Then with your straight ruler, connect a straight line. And then for the dart that I'll be using for this princess dart, I'll be using 3/4 of an inch on both sides. And from the bust point, I will come down by 1/2 an inch and connect. So if you are very busty, you can use 1 inch on both sides. And then from the bust point, come down by 1 inch and connect your dart. So with this, I'll go over to the armhole princess dart. So from the point here, from the shoulder, you come down by 3 inches. 3 inches is usually perfect, especially if you're not a busty person. So you come down by 3 inches, and with a curve ruler, you connect to the bust point. And then I'm going to be taking that of 1 inch, 1.5 inches. So you mark a dart of 1.5 inches, and with your curve ruler, you want to connect a curve, and the curve should start 1/2 inch above the bust point. Did you see? My curve started 1/2 inch above the bust point. So my dart intake on the armhole is 1.5 inches. So I will go up by 1.5 inches to replace the dart intake and then connect to the armhole. So by the time you connect to the armhole, you will see that the new armhole is different from the old one. So that is very fine. So on the waistline, you mark 1/4 of your waist measurement at your dart intake, which is 1.5 inches. Remember, I mark 0.75 inch on both sides, which is going to be 1.5 inches. So this is the center front and this is the side front. So on the shoulder here, you mark 3 inches and then connect your shoulder slope. And for the neckline, I'm going to come down by 5.5 inches as the depth of my neckline, and I will come inward here by 3 inches. Then I'll just mark a straight line. This is just to enable me to get the perfect curve. Then you can come inward here by 1 inch, and then with your curve ruler connect your armhole. Sorry, with your curve ruler connect your neckline. So this is the neckline I'll be working with, and with this I am done with the front part of my princess dart. So I'll go over to the back part. I'll go ahead and mark 1 inch for my zipper allowance. So as you can see, I've marked my zipper allowance, and from the shoulder line, I will mark my chest line and the length of my waist. So I'm making use of the same waist I use at the front is what I'm using at the back, and the reason is because I'm not going to be adding a bust dart, so that's why I'm making use of the same length. So from the shoulder line, divide half of your shoulder measurement. On your chest line, divide half of your shoulder, mark half of your shoulder measurement. And for the shoulder slope, come down by 1 inch for the back shoulder slope, and then mark your armhole line. Then go ahead and mark 3 inches here and connect your shoulder slope. This is the back shoulder slope. So on your chest line, mark 1/4 of your bust circumference, just like we did at the front. And the next thing you want to do is go ahead and divide your armhole line by 2. And then you want to go inward by 1/2 inch. I've already marked my chest, my bust circumference. So with your curve ruler, you want to go ahead and connect your armhole. So the next thing is on your waistline, you want to come inward by 1 inch. This is going to help you to take a dart. This is the center back dart tightening, which help to remove the zipper bulging effect. So the next thing is to mark 1/4 to mark your dart, and the dart I'm using for the back is 1 inch. So I marked 1/2 inch on both sides, and my dart is going to start from the chest line to the waist line. The next thing is to mark 1/4 of my waist circumference plus 1 inch for that. So at this point, I went ahead to connect. I forgot to replace the 1 inch for the zipper, the center back tightening that we took, or the center back dart. So I'll go ahead and add it because I forgot to add that 1 inch. Please, you need to add it so that you'll be able to fix your zipper. Then you want to go ahead and add it. So this part will be cut off to give us a well-fitted center back without any zipper bulging or folding effects. So from the armhole, come down by 3 inches, just like we did for the front. And then don't use the very curvy part of your curve, then connect your princess dart. And with this, we are done with the drafting of the princess dart. So I'll go ahead and take the neckline. 3 inches will be the width, and the depth will be 1.5 inches. Then you want to go ahead and connect your back neckline. So with this, you are done with the drafting. So we'll go ahead and cut it out. So this is what I have after I was done. So you go ahead and cut out our pattern. So after I was done, this is what I have. So to cut, this part is going to be on for the center front. Then you add 1/2 inch all over, both on the down part and the end part, the side So you want to go ahead and add all your necessary sewing allowance. On the zipper part, you are not going to be adding any allowance because we have the zipper measurement. So I've gone ahead to cut out, did you see, and I added ½ inch, both on the side seam and all the sides. I added ½ inch. You can go ahead and notch the bust point for the center front and for the side front, so that by the time you are fixing it, you will not miss the point. Because if you miss the point for your bust point, you know your pattern is gonna, your dress is gonna look funny. So I've gone ahead to add ½ inch all over like this. So for the front part, you're gonna open it up like this, and then you want to place it side by side, and that is how you want to go ahead and join. So to join, you want to make sure the right side of the center front is facing the right side of the side front, and from the bust point, you make sure the two bust points matches together, and then you pin from the down part, and then you also pin it till you get to the armhole. So, and that is how you are going to be sewing it. So you want to go ahead and sew from the down to the bust point to the armhole. For the back part, you open it up like this, and you want to go ahead and join the two sides. Did you see? And when you are done, you want to join the front and the back together. Did you see? This is the front. The right side of the front will face the right side of the back. You sew on the sides and on the shoulder. You also do the same for the other side. Sew on the side and on the shoulder. And with this, we are done with this tutorial. Thanks for watching, and see you in my next tutorial. Bye bye.